Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers.
Give it up for your Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Southern California. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Think back to a couple years ago. He's the 2nd overall pick. He's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Going into year 2, Mike, I think the expectations were that he was going to blow up onto the scene and be MVP-type quarterback. The team as a whole took a little bit of a step back, and so did CJ. So I think going in, they're motivated. I think they want to recapture a lot of the magic from CJ Stroud's rookie year and now see, okay, in year 3, with the pieces he has around him, they think the sky's the limit.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
That's quickly out wide for Kirk. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Stroud going to set up the throw. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
8-yard pickup.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Come a little closer. Here's second and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Houston. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Chargers nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL. Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, L.A.
First down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Texans 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 5. Now it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
This one finds McConkey. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the Chargers, first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On second down, a run with Hampton. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That one, taken in. Keenan Allen, touchdown Chargers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll start on the ground, and this is Martz. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Stroud. Now, screen set up for Martz. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Here's Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. The Chargers offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for his next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Brings up 3rd down.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Schultz, the motion man. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. Inside the 35. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
A big play to kick off this drive. 61 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
They'll run with Marks. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chargers 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes Davis. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
They'll send their tight end left. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Throwing right. That's Johnston. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
3rd downs, Mike,
line.
those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On play action. Now Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Herbert to the air again. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 3
Will
yards to
Disley,
go.
the intended target that time. And 3rd down coming up. Motion man is Johnston. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cameron Dicker.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll get across to 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Texans take over first and
The Texans offense and their running back, 20 marks, heading back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll run with Marks. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Right back to Marks on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Kirk is the motion man. On play action, Stroud to the right side, and Kirk's got it. Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard, and leading to third down. Back to throw, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And no return for the Chargers. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
At the 20-yard line.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On second down, here's Herbert.
Herbert's pass intended for Keenan.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it'll be third down.
And 10 yards.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Motion man is Johnston. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Texans offense and the running back, 40 marks, heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. An inside give to Marks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Stroud. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Texans.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll go play action with Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll step up and run this. Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Texans.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes him pay.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Houston.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
That is out quickly into the hands of Kirk. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second down, they need 7. And this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throw left side, taken in by Kirk.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Now it's Herbert. That is left side taken in by Allen. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It's now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are able to cut it to 4, 17-13.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll take this to about the 28. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hampton. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense. Still 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go with Hampton. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Big Sheldon Rankins getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Here's a give to Marks, running left. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll go again with Marks. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Here's 2nd and 2. Kirk is the motion man. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll go with the sneak. It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough, and they convert on 3rd down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the 1st sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, And it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete. But there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a first down.
Automatic first down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now Herbert again. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds behind the line.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
It is 3rd and long. Herbert to the air again. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a 1st down. Kirk is the motion man. Here's a handoff to Marks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Looking free downfield. It's Kirk. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down for Houston.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
On the ground, it's Marks. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That's to the right side and incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. Third down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will go up by 7.
27, Chargers 20.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Hampton trying to work inside. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here comes Hampton on the toss right. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Another run here with Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On the give, here's Hampton. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Stroud to throw here on first down. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 31, here's second down and 6. Now Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Back to throw. Stroud. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Whoa. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side hauled in by McConkey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. They'll run here. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down. 1st and goal.
11 more yards.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd.
Chargers,
they'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
Now, Herbert. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
It is 3rd and goal. We'll try to run with Hampton. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers will go up by 7.
Makes the score Chargers 34, Texans 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on that play. It's good for a Texans first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Herbert down to an 8, and that should wrap this one up. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.